we are off to Salt Spring Island. Hello everyone. We ended up leaving Thursday after work. The ferry cost us $36 and supper was about $39. Coming from Vancouver, it is faster to switch ferries in Schwartz Bay. When you buy your tickets, just look for Fulford Harbor. Just approaching Fulford Harbor, we ended up taking the city bus. It'll cost you about $2.50 Canadian. We arrived around 8:30. We spent about $622 for 3 nights, stayed at this place called Orchard Cabin. Comes with a cozy loft. After arriving, we just went exploring and ended up finding this place called Treehouse Cafe. Bonus for us, they had live music.
The flashlight turns on as soon as
Been down one time, been down 2 times. Oh, never going back again.
Places do close relatively early, so we just picked up some drinks and headed back to the cabin. On our first day in Salt Spring, we booked a tour called the Wine and Libation Tour with toursaltspring.com. We started at Ciderworks, went to Salt Spring Wild, then we went to Salt Spring Shine, Salt Spring Vineyards, Garry Oaks Estate, Salt Spring Brewing, and Salt Spring Island Cheese.
Okay. Probably have time. It's not going to be super busy, I don't think, today. But yeah, I like it because that's a dramatic effect.
Yeah. Like the mist. Like the very,
We ended up buying a bottle of the single
Great
orchard
time,
collection.
This is the harvest time we're getting into. Anything like that, there's just not enough water for anything besides just the most basic. So a lot of people on St. Mary Lake water will buy.
The tour usually stops at Salt Spring Wild for lunch. Lunch is not included with the tour.
I guess so, because maybe people changed the name.
We took home 2 bottles of the bitter orange rosemary cider. Delicious.
So they're just, look solid. So they're gonna, yeah, you're right. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I've got 14 weddings booked for next summer. Kind of the last thing people think of is like, hey, we got the tent, or you got the
So first up is the gin.
Oh, so the apple pie is the moonshine.
Yeah.
Sweet. I guess, yeah. Honey.
The apple pie moonshine was our favorite. At Salt Spring Vineyards, we ended up picking up a delicious bottle of red wine. Normally the brown doors on the right are open, but since it's raining today, they're closed. You can buy meat and cheese here. It's a great spot to drink some wine and eat some food. Garry Oaks Estate Winery is just down the road. Two lovely wineries beside each other. We ended up buying another bottle of red beer as well. Here we are at the Salt Spring Brewing Company.
Okay. Oh. No passport, no service.
The Rockworks is looking great out there. Are they going to be?
I always like doing these kind of things. I just feel like it's a good way to spend the day. Black sheep. Black sheep. It's an interesting sound, eh?
Right. Our final stop was Salt Spring Cheese Company. We ended up spending about $80 on different cheeses and sauces and stuff like that. Part of the tour, they allow you to walk around the cheese factory and see what they do.
Yeah.
they're not used to make cheese.
They just added these birdhouses here.
Doing their thing.
And this road actually is on private property, goes over a couple different farm properties. And the farmer's been trying to slow the traffic down, so they installed these speed bumps.
The tour is about 5 hours. It ended around 5 p.m. After the tour, we walked into Ganges and went to this place called Shipstones. We spent about $104, and the pub is actually below the oyster catcher. We closed out the day with another fire and just hanging out. Morning. Plan today is to rent a car. We're going to go hiking up Mount Maxwell and then check out the farmer's market in the afternoon. For breakfast, we just walked down the hill to MB Bakery. Then from there, we walked down to Salt Spring Car Rental, picked up the car, gonna grab some hiking snacks, and then we'll be on our way. Car rental was about $112 with tax. We would probably rate this hike medium. There are parts that are fairly steep. Overall, not too bad. this hike, we estimate it takes about an hour one way. It is worth mentioning, you can drive to the top to this park. So if you're not a hiker, there is a road and there is a parking lot. It ended up raining for about 20 minutes on our way back. After the hike, we headed to Rock Salt Restaurant. There was a guy sitting in the corner that got stung by a bee. Turns out he's a musician and invited us to Moby's pub later that evening. Thanks for the invite, Caleb. Great show. Sorry about the finger. After lunch, we headed to the farmer's market, ended up buying some fudge, lots of little vendors, artisans set up. Cool place to check out, definitely recommend it. And again, ending the night with a lovely fire. Today for breakfast, we headed to the Salt Spring Inn. We spent about $70. Also had a couple drinks. St. Mary Lake is the largest freshwater lake in the Gulf Islands. Next, we are headed to Fernwood Cafe, just for, I guess, a couple lattes and to check out the dock. Our next stop, we headed to Vesuvius Bay. There's a ferry terminal there. Thought we would check it out. As you can see, across the water is the Catalyst paper mill. We did hear from locals that there are some good places to eat in Vesuvius Bay. We just ran out of time. For our final stop, we heard from our tour guide about this fair going on, so we thought we would check it out. Spent about an hour there. After the fair, we dropped the car off and walked to the bus stop and headed to Fulford Harbor. Adding on the gas for the car, the cost for the bus, and the ferry tickets, total cost per person was around $1,034. What an amazing 3 nights. Thank you so much, Salt Spring, for the hospitality. We will definitely be back. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to support us. We'll see you in the next one.